When you lose everything, you begin to appreciate everything, and anyone can turn their life around.
My name is Adam House. I've spent 90% of my life failing, but what separates me is number one, I just show up. Today, we have a very special guest. You're not only an entrepreneur, but you help coach and lead other entrepreneurs. What would you see as the setup before things changed?
I used to work in the corporate world for 15 years. I was stressed, anxious, miserable, didn't feel like I belonged. Plus I had all these physical health issues, and I just made a decision to leave. I broke up with my fiance, I sold my house, left the corporate world all in one go, and I spent some time really understanding how to heal holistically, and I started training to become a health coach. Met a new partner, traveling, moved to Spain. At this point, I wasn't actually earning an income because I was still training. Me and my partner were creating a business together. He was setting things up and I was looking after the home.
What were some of the challenges that you faced?
And I just had this idealistic view of how everything was going to be. Ended up in a situation through a series of my own choices. I ended up basically broke, homeless, no income, and lost most of my possessions in the space of one day. That was my big dark night of the soul, rock bottom, transformational moment. I had nothing in my bank account and I had no income. I ended up sleeping on friends' floors, couches, 1 week here, 1 week there. It was incredibly traumatic and stressful. It was very painful. At one point, I was about to take my own life. I didn't have the resources to deal with it. I wasn't resilient enough at that time. I was actually getting really resourceful. The alternative was to just sleep on the street or just die. And so there was something within me, it was like spirit just saying, no, you can do it, keep going. I started to get really creative, using my skills. I see all of it as a blessing, all of it, because it's taught me so much. I've learned so much, I've grown so much, and it's made me who I am today, and it's made me able to help people in a powerful way.
You have to build resilience authentically going through tough times. What was the most important thing that you learned?
What that big crisis moment did was it set me on a path, awakening to who I truly am, what I truly want in life, what's important. Having a crisis like that, for most people, it's actually necessary to jolt us awake. When you lose everything, you begin to appreciate everything. Most people are experiencing stress and anxiety because they're so attached to their things, to their situation, to things having to be a certain way. Every single night when I get into bed on my nice comfy mattress, I get this wave of gratitude because I spent quite a long time sleeping on the floor. Being able to then get through it. What that does is it gives you an unwavering faith and trust in yourself. So I don't fear anything. I don't worry about anything. I don't stress about anything. And the reason is I completely trust myself to be able to handle anything, to navigate anything. And I love helping other people to do the same.
I tell people all the time, the more you acquire, the more it requires from you. The second thing is success is a great way to keep others from really knowing who you are. Do you have any advice for people out there that are in that valley experience?
By hearing my story and seeing that I was able to come through all of that will actually inspire others and show people what's possible. Anyone can turn their life around. All change starts with self-awareness, awareness of who you are, awareness of what you want, awareness of your shadow aspects. The more aware you are, the more you can actually start to make different choices.
But out of fear, we fight, we hold on, and you can't grab onto your future if you're holding on to your past.
I like to say that I'm a creation partner because essentially what I do is I work with entrepreneurs and I help them to create a life that they love. So I get really clear with people, what is it that you truly want? And interestingly enough, every single human wants the same thing, ultimately, which is to be fulfilled, to feel alive, to feel at peace, to feel joyful. That's all that anybody really wants.